Welcome to part two. My computer got discombobulated here on the Clark the Shark show. But anyway, continuing where I left off. It all got red hot for Clark the Shark on the internet from probably like 2004, 2005, or even before that, until like 2013, 14, maybe 2015. And then it's gotten kind of cold again lately because now the internet is not the wild, wild west, you guys. It's all regulated and sanctioned. And, the big four: Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter, Elon Musk claims how he's so open-minded, but all of my Twitters, my recent ones, have been banned. And I think it's because Twitter thinks I'm a liberal. So you see, just the opposite is happening with Twitter. Elon Musk is trying to ban liberals and Democrats on Twitter now. And in doing that, he ends up banning people who are kind of on the edge, not quite either way or whatever. So me, Clark the Shark, I'm getting banned on Twitter now, same as when Jack Dorsey ran Twitter. I don't like bans, people deleting any politics, whether you're left or right. When you ban anything, it's always the slippery slope. So in other words, we conservatives or libertarians or whatever we are, we've been saying this for years. We say when liberals ban all the conservatives, eventually they start banning a few liberals just for balance, to show that they're fair. And then pretty soon they're like, you know what? Let's just ban everything and everyone except for us. Mark Zuckerberg's like, I'll keep me and my wife and a few of my friends, but I will even ban like Bill Maher if he's not liberal enough. Do you see? He'll be like, I'll ban Jon Stewart and Anderson Cooper if they dare even slightly stray away from the liberal Democrat plantation of leftism. And the same is true on the right. Tucker and Levin and Hannity and Hush Bimbo and all them banning people to get revenge. It all ends up going bad, you guys. When we ban and delete for any reason, left or right, it all goes bad, girl. Hey, man, people, we got to stop this banning, deleting, getting mad at people for even venting. Let people talk, and especially in your own families, around the dinner table. Moms, I know there's a lot of liberal moms, and they think their opinion means more because they're entitled, because they're the mom, and they've squeezed out babies. Let me tell you, Mom, millions of ladies, billions have squeezed out a baby. You ain't the first, and your opinion is equal to me, Clark the Shark. And when I'm talking about the Beau Brummels triangle, where they went kind of psychedelic, you guys here. I'm sorry for the long double video monologue, but I'm kind of pissed off when I think about censorship, not just in the media or videos or, NBC, CBS, ABC, or talk radio, or, the fairness doctrine, or, all this stuff they talk about. I don't like even liberals being censored. I want to hear everything, unless it's threats or, just certain things like racial stuff, and even that, if it's social commentary, racial stuff, sometimes that's okay too, right here on the Clark the Shark show. But if you're just some white guy that don't like blacks, or you don't like Mexicans, or if you're a black guy that don't like white people too, by the same flip of the coin, then you're being prejudiced, and I don't like that. And I will ban and delete a random person of any color who just doesn't like another color without backing it up with reasons. Now, liberals don't even accept reasons. They don't want you ever saying something bad about a black person if you're white. They don't mind if a black person talks all the shit they, in a spaghetti dish about white people. Okay, so you see the double standard there, but there are even some liberals that monitor even Black and Hispanic people. And I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey won't be afraid, or they won't hesitate to pull off the wrong kind of Black person, like a Kanye West or Candace Owens type, or even a liberal Black person that slightly strays from the liberal plantation, the Democrat platform, you guys. I don't mean to be racial when I say plantation. I'm talking about the spectrum of ideas that liberals want you to keep right here on the Clark the Shark Show. And I'm so pissed off right now. I want to talk about Triangle by the Beau Brummels. And I want people to know this band is much more than 3 songs from 1965, you guys. I love those 3 or 4 songs they did, by the way. I love those songs by this project. But they get even better here, you guys, later on with this psychedelic rock and roll, country, bluesy, atmospheric killer thing here, you guys. And I want to talk about the songs. I don't care what the stars say. I know it'll get good stars. All Music gives it a 4.5. Of course, you guys. Are You Happy? It starts out with an excellent song that's a bit too short at 2:17. Ron Elliott, Bob Durand. I think they should have started the album with the song like Painter of Women. The 3rd track is a really nice song, you guys. 251, my address in, Redondo Beach. I see that number all the time, you guys, 251. I think it's the Lord trying to say something. And Only Dreaming Now. Yeah, me, Sharky. I'm always only dreaming. Awesome song, you guys. The Keeper of Time. That's me, the drummer, Sharky. My drumming's kind of wild and weird. I'm like Keith Moon or something, or Neil Peart, but I keep a beat too. It's interesting. Like John Bonham, a heavy beat, you guys. Kick, snare. I think that's why they like my drumming, me, Clark the Shark. Little side note, my drumming is not the best thing about me, not even close, you guys. For those people who really know Clark the Shark, it's all about the lead singing and the songwriting, and there's even a signature guitar thing with those leads that I play, but I'm an all-around musical genius. And I don't even play that much. I don't practice at all. I'm just really good for no reason. Right out of the womb. I can't explain it. I'm not like a super virtuoso, like Tom Shannon on bass from Death and Taxes, or, there's these guys too around the South Bay that play guitar leads that are exact. I don't really do that, but what I have, like with my guitar soul and my voice and then my songwriting, my songs, is light years ahead of everyone in the South Bay. I mean, there are talented people in Redondo, Torrance, Hermosa, and I do get your emails, and a lot of wives and girlfriends email me, and they want me to promote their husband or boyfriend. He's so talented. And now sometimes they're even like, you, Clark the Shark, you are talented. I'll give you a little concession. Just please, can you get my husband's video seen as much as your videos are? And I'm like, I will, sweetie, but it's going to cost you, honey. And they're like, we'll pay any price, Sharky. And it won't get better, you guys, though. I can't make your video better, but Elliot Valentino, I love Sal Valentino, you guys. Awesome. I love that song. It won't get better. And believe you me, I, Clark the Shark, I can't make your songs better. If you guys out there, especially around Los Angeles County or the South Bay, if you have videos you want to send me, or Vimeo, make sure they're a Vimeo, not a YouTube, because I can get your Vimeo video really big and get people all over the country and all over the world hearing your song. but make sure it's a really good song. It's not really how good you play, your guitar solo or drumming or even your singing. Sometimes a shitty, lame voice like Geddy Lee or the guy in REO Speedwagon or Ozzy, people have unique, weird voices that are strange. The guy in Blink 182, love him or hate him, has just a weird voice. It's strange, and sometimes strange is better than good or quality or great. I can't put my finger on why, you guys. 9-Pound Hammer. Merle Travis. Well, there's a song a lot of you know. But side 2, Magic Hollow, of course, amazing. Elliot and Valentino. And I've Seen Her. These songs got a country bluesy feel, a little confusing, kind of in some weird way that remind me of like Paul Revere and the Raiders or something like that. Not like that though, you guys. Maybe even like the Byrds, Sweethearts of the Rodeo type of thing, but not like that either. Of course, the title track, Triangle, such a killer song and more interesting than killer. The Wolf of Velvet Fortune. Well, you just got to hear it. It's awesome, you guys. And Old Kentucky Home by Randy Newman. I love Randy Newman, especially when he works with Harry Nilsson, But it works here too, you guys, with the Beau Brummels. I wish this band could have kept going strong and solid, but the late 60s was a meat grinder. If you weren't The Who and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that, Black Sabbath and Steppenwolf, and if you weren't really super heavy, you were getting into trouble on the charts, with Billboard, especially, and other places too, you guys, because that heavy, hard rocking metal, it just took over. And unfortunately, great albums like Triangle, the Beau Brummels, would get kind of lost in the shuffle, in the woodwork, if you will. Sadly. And I have that trouble too. Me, Clark the Shark, with the Greenhouse Effect GE. Often my music gets, kind of easy listening, lighthearted, where I'm concentrating maybe too much on the melody and clean guitar, like a clean, non-distorted Strat, going through a PV or a Fender Twin or something, or maybe even a clean Marshall, when I should be stepping on, the fucking pedal and making it heavier. Sometimes, though, I just get sick of heavy rock, there's something about it where I just, everyone's done it or everyone's doing it, and I can't put my finger on why I'm fucking sick of it. And sometimes I just want to mellow out, and not really mellow out, but I want to hear quality listening like Triangle by Beau Brummels, you guys. This album right here, 1967, released July 67. And of course, this band, little by little, people are disappearing, Elliot, and Valentino. And they always have the obligatory bassist, but Van Dyke Parks, of course, who worked with the Beach Boys and lots of people, is here doing stuff, and it's, I think that maybe even the guy from BOC is part of this in the early days. But yeah, man, Triangle, Beau Brummels. You'll hear this on DirecTV 8 tracks at night. You'll hear it, I think, on Time Warner, their oldies music, whatever they call it. I don't know if they have an 8 tracks there. They might. It might be called Deep Tracks. I'm not sure. Or 70s or 60s. But I love songs that aren't hits, that are still good songs. And I wouldn't say much here, you guys, is in the top 100 of Billboard, really. But for quality, for catchy little ideas, little melodies, atmospheres, and textures, and, painting pastels and canvassing, or, you got a canvas and then a pastiche or whatever, the Bee Gees do it better in terms of charts, but I would say the Beau Brummels do it better in terms of this weird quality, you guys, that I cannot focus in on what it is that they do. This country, bluesy, little jangly, melodic little thing that's so interesting, you guys. Interesting. That's the thing about music that I love, when it's more than atmospheric, it's more than textured, or it's more than a painting on a canvas. It's beautiful, you guys. It's just lovely. And that's the Beau Brummels. And sadly, these guys would never capture, laugh, laugh, that magic back in the day. I wish they could have come along in 1970 or 71 with a killer album. Like the Who did with Who's Next. The Who were really fucking cool in 1965 with My Generation and The Kids Are All Right. And then in 66, with A Quick One and Substitute and I'm a Boy, and then they go through their psychedelia, but then all of a sudden they completely reinvent themselves with Lifehouse or Who's Next, 1971. And I wish a lot of bands in the 60s who were so big in 65 and 66, I wish more bands could have done that. Not just the Stones, the Kinks, and the Who, and a few others. I wish all bands could have got the financing, the money, or the help they needed to stay big forever. I wish the Beau Brummels could have done that, you guys. Triangle was definitely a step in a psychedelic pop, psychedelic rock, country, garage, bluesy, yet polished and produced sound, you guys. And then I also say they needed to go bigger, like the Who, like the Stones and others. But then again, no, maybe dissolving and disappearing is just exactly what God ordered. Who knows, you guys? Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, there is no right, there is no wrong, and there really are no answers here. And sometimes even I, Clark the Shark, get it. I can't even say that word, you guys, but sometimes I do. And I'm sorry when I do. I'm not perfect. I know many of you out there always expect perfection from Clark the Shark, but you won't get it. Not even from me, you guys. There is no one perfect except the Lord, Jesus, the guy they hung on the cross. And look what they did to him, you guys. So come on, man. Give me a break here. Shark-a-doodle-doo, Shark-a-lama-ding-dong, the fabulous one and only, amazing, silky smooth delivery from the Golden Shark at the EIB Sharkerphone. That's right, the Wolfman Jack on crack, Clark the Shark, the incredulous Clark the Shark Show. I don't even know if incredulous is a real word. I think it is. But I know I just gave you the only review of Triangle 1967 by the Beau Brummels, this incredible project that fizzled out and faded away over time, you guys, sadly. Gosh, I wish they could have stayed huge forever. I wish we all could, you guys. But if you want your video seen, email me at clahagin@aol.com, Clark the Shark, and send me some PayPal money, baby, and we'll talk through email. And it's got to be a Vimeo video, you guys. Not Daily Motion, and certainly not YouTube, where they might ban and delete you, even if you're a liberal Democrat. If you don't completely agree with the liberal Democrats, they might ban and delete you Zuckerberg and those guys, Jack Dorsey, they can't wait to delete you, all your songs, all your poems, all your art, all your sentimental memories. If they're not liberal, you guys, they don't care. They will delete and erase you. And so will Tucker Carlson and Hannity on the right. They will delete you too if you aren't conservative enough for Mark Levin and all those guys. And Elon Musk he'll delete and ban you even if you're a conservative, because he's confused. He doesn't know what he is. He just knows he doesn't like liberals and Democrats. He's figured out that much. But when it comes to politics, he's not very bright, and he hasn't quite put it all together yet. And I'm afraid that when he does, he will try to ban every liberal and every Democrat worldwide. And that will be sad, because I don't want to see anyone banned and or deleted right here on the fabulous, amazing Clark the Shark, where there's always free speech here. No blocking, no banning. For opinions, points of view, or even venting, you guys. Venting with profanity and anger and irrational insanity is highly encouraged by me, Clark the Shark, just so long as you're not threatening people or saying rando racial things against black people or Hispanics or Asians or whites. That goes for you black people, too, who like to make fun of whites and Hispanic people. Me, Clark the Shark, I'm equal here. No one is allowed to be proud of old country background color or old country flag here. In fact, you're not even allowed to be proud of the USA red, white, and blue here. There are no flags on the Clark the Shark show, because I'm just like John Lennon. Imagine there's no heaven, no hell below us, above us only sky. That's the Clark the Shark show. There are no countries. There are no possessions, you guys. There's just everyone sharing all the world. I know you guys think I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And I hope someday you can join Shark and the world will live as one. And I hope you enjoyed this review, you guys. Triangle, the Beau Brummels. Buy this album tonight at Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, especially if you're only 18 in 2023 and you were born in 2005. I want you, especially 18-year-old, to get into Triangle by the Beau Brummels and put away the hip-hop and rap and, those modern stuff from now. Foo Fighters, Blink 182 and Lady Gaga and Pink and Beyonce, and especially Taylor Swift. Don't listen to anything from 1989, because that year is cursed, because it's the year Taylor Swift was born. So the last year I allow you to listen to music is 1988. Don't even listen to my music by me, Clark the Shark, if it's recorded in 1989 or later, because all fucking music sucks. Well, maybe not me, but most other fucking music sucks. Right here on the Clark the Shark show, if it's recent or modern. Occasionally there's something good and interesting that I might even review, you guys. You never know. You might get shocked and find it out right here on the Clark the Shark show. And I'm out of here, people. Buy this album, Triangle, the Beau Brummels. It's awesome. I'm out of here. Peace.